So I'm going to be talking about my Boys Planet line and also Boys Planet in general. I know there are a lot of people who are watching and keeping up with the show weekly. So I just wanted to tell you guys about my top 9, the show, and everything in between. Let's get into it. I have all my notes on my laptop. Let's start with the show in general. So Boys Planet is a 98. I thought it was 100 contestants, but it's 98 contestants by singing, dancing, rapping. At the end of the show, they're making a 9-person boy group. I don't know if any of you guys watched Girls Planet 999 that aired last year, I think, and they ended up debuting Kepler. So now that they have the boys version of it, it's called Boys Planet. But yes, okay, so it's 98 contestants competing by singing, dancing, rapping for a chance to debut. So the first episode was mainly just the audition. So the first episode, it was just everybody singing and waiting for their star evaluation. So when they came in, they got to rate themselves and be like, oh, I think that my singing, dancing, and rapping skills are between no stars to 5 stars. And then when they had presented their song or their audition to the judge panel, the judges, I think it's like Lip J and then a choreographer and then someone else and then PH1, right? They would give the boys a star evaluation between no stars and 5 stars. So some boys ended up getting no stars, which in my opinion, not deserved. They should have gotten some type of star, or it was deserved. And then some boys would get all stars, which means that their audition was amazing and that, yeah, they deserved the ranking, the highest ranking that there was. The second episode was wrapping up the auditions from last week and then practicing for the signal song. It's like the theme song, the song that the show is known for. It's an original song that is through the show, right? So Girls Planet 999, I think it was called O.O.O. It was like O. The original song for this show is Here I Am, which is love the song, love the dance. I thought it was really cute, really perfect. The lyrics matched everything. So for the signal song test, they were re-evaluated. They were given the choreography for the song, they were given the lyrics for the song, the raps for the song, everything that they would need. And at the end of, practicing and learning and singing, they were re-evaluated by the judges to see if they had improved or if their stars that they had gotten from the audition, if they deserved it for another round, or if they deserved to have some of their stars taken away. And so after their evaluation, they either kept their stars, kept the amount of stars that they had on their chest, or they added a star. So some of them went from 3 stars to all stars, like Matthew. Suck Matthew went from 3 stars to an all-star. And then some of them went from 1 star to no star. It really is based on how you did with that song. And after all 98 of them were evaluated by the judges, they, based on your star, it depends on how much screen time you have when you perform the song. It depends on what tier you're standing on when you perform the song. So no stars, they wouldn't even perform the whole song. They'd run in at the last second and go on the ground level, right? Then 1 star is the first level, 2 stars, the second level, 3rd star is the 3rd level, all stars at the very top. And then based on the judges and benefits, I'm not sure in voting, it was between Zhang Hao and Song Hanbin for the top spot, the killing part of the song. And Sung Hanbin ended up winning. Love him. And I also love Zhang Hao. So I was very torn on who I wanted to win, but I was happy that Hanbin got the part. But at the end, well, not at the end, it was in the middle of the song, they have this killing part, this solo part of the song. So Zhang Hao and Hanbin kind of danced together. They had the little solo part, and then Hanbin stepped on the top of this platform, this tall platform, and started dancing and had the ending fairy. It was a whole thing. From that opportunity, hella people, know him because of that, right? For the 3rd episode, ever since the signal song, which is obviously Here Am I, the boys had fan cams that came out, right? And based on the views on each fan cam, right, they got to pick the groups that they wanted for their performances. We all know that Lee Ho Tak from Pentagon is in Boys Planet, right? And so because obviously he had like a lot of views on his fan cam. He got to pick the group that he wanted to be in for the next challenge, which was just performing a song with your group, right? And so I think Lee Ho-tak got to pick his group because he had the most views on his fan cam. So I think, I'm not sure on all the songs, but the ones I do remember, it was Burn It Up by 101, it was Backdoor by Stray Kids, Kill This Love by Blackpink, Hot Sauce by NCT Dream, I Do Nice by 17, Love Me Right by EXO, and I think that's it. I think there was only 6 songs, but yes. So out of those songs, they split up into groups. And so it was, I know this is confusing, but it was like split up. So let's say someone wanted to perform Kill This Love. There would be K group performing Kill This Love and G group performing Kill This Love. So it was 2 separate groups, right? So between those groups, there was 12. So there's 6 songs, but 12 groups altogether because they had 2 variations of the song. It was based on the audience vote who was there. After they had performed it, they got to pick who did better in their opinion, the K group that performed the song or the G group that performed the song. So after they performed the song, K group got the most, votes. So they got the benefits, right? That was majority of the 3rd episode, and majority of the 4th episode was kind of just like wrapping up the performances and like the practicing process and everything like that. 5th episode was the elimination, and the elimination was insane because they cut off 50, like they cut off half of them. So I think only 42, it was either 42 or 52 trainees ended up surviving and making it. So 52 trainees, and then out of the 98, 52 survived. 42 or 52, so I'm gonna say 42. 42 survived out of 98. So anybody who ranked lower than 42 was, eliminated. Not eliminated, but like could not go on as a trainee on Boys Planet. Okay, that's where we are, caught up with the show. And throughout watching the show, in my opinion, I think the whole Korean global thing is kind of stupid because this is obviously a Korean show, and like I think voting is, in my opinion, not fair. And I'm also like seeing how mnet is like evil editing people. Okay, now discussing my top 9. Finally, talking about the top 9, okay? So first, my number 1, right? The person I'm watching all the time. Like, I literally love him so bad. He is from the global team, and my number 1, if you guys keep up with me on any of my social medias, is Sok Matthew. Like, love him to bits and pieces. Okay, so when before the show had even started, I had already decided I was gonna watch it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch Boys Planet. I love Boys Planet. I mean, I not really loved, but like enjoyed like Island. So I'd love to watch like another show about like the whole reality of debuting and whatnot. So I was just like, oh, let me keep up. And so I went on TikTok and I saw his sister being like, hey, like keep out for my brother, like he's gonna go on Boys Planet, like just, vote for him if you can, or like just keep an eye out for him. And I was like, okay, I will. And I wasn't really like a fan from that moment. I was just like, I'm gonna keep my eye out for him. If he's good, I'm gonna support him. If he's not, then whatever, right? And first episode, he came out to do the audition. First of all, the first time he spoke, I was like, oh my God, I love him. He had come out and he was just talking about his friendship with Hanbin. And I was like, oh my God. Because one thing about me, I will fall weak to any duo. Like, if you guys know me and any of my biases in K-pop, I will fall weak to any duo. Like, so I saw this Hanbin and Matthew thing and I was just like, ugh. He had come out in his audition, right? And he sang All I Wanna Do by J Park. Girl 말해줘 네 마음 바래 지금 Baby 같이 올라가자 하늘 위로 All I wanna do is kick it with you. Hey. He ate J Park up. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, J Park needs to fight back because the little thing that he did in the beginning of the song, girl, like, oh, love him. The performance. Me personally, I think he should have been all-star. Like, I think the judges gave him 3 stars. But literally dancing and being stable and eating up the song like that, I'm so sorry. Deserved all-star in my opinion. So he is Canadian. Okay, Mark Lee part 2. But yeah, he, like, everybody's like, oh my god, Canadian vibe, like, I mean, he kind of got it. Like, I don't know, like, he was just good. Like, he was stable. Like, he had this type of, like, I don't want to say swag, but like, he got the it factor to me. He's from MNH Entertainment, which also, I think Chungha left that entertainment recently, but like, I don't know how I feel about them, but I'm gonna keep an eye out. During the second round, you know, when they got to perform between those 6 songs I was talking about earlier, he was recruited by Kada, I think. Kada. You guys will know Kada later on. But he was recruited to sing Kill This Love by Blackpink. When I tell you, he ate so bad. Also, like, so the first episode, he was ranked 30. I think he was ranked 30, somewhere in the 30s. I think like 32. Second episode, he was ranked 5. And for the second, the third, and the fourth episode, he was ranked 5th, right? Which is insanely good because that means he's in the debuting lineup. So the elimination process came through, right? And he ended up 2nd. He went from 30 to 5th to 2nd in 5 episodes. Oh, he's debuting. Like, I know 100% he's debuting, but all I know is if he debuts, I'm standing the group. But yeah, that's my number 1, Sok Matthew. Okay, so let's now move on. After my number 1, it kind of gets scrambled. This is just who I want in the lineup, because after Matthew, it kind of... So next is from K Group. His name is Kim Ji-won. So, hello? I did not know this. He's a BL actor? When I tell you, I was jaw dropped because I don't think I've ever seen a BL actor be an idol before. Wow. There's this edit of him. I don't even know if I want to input it, but there was this edit of Ji-won and I was like, oh, I'm a vote for him. And when I tell you, there was nothing else that drew me to voting for him except for that edit. Like, I think I will input it because it's insane. And I was just like, am I voting for him because he's pretty, or am I voting for him because he has talent? He obviously, in my opinion, he doesn't get that much screen time, but he's insanely popular, I think, in Korea, right? And in South America. Because he has this whole, like, sexy thing going on. And it's insane. I would love to see him singing, dancing, and just see what he can do. He auditioned with TVXQ Muradic the first round. Like, the first episode he came out, and he did that with, like, a group of 4, I think. During the second round, he had ended up performing Stray Kids Backdoor, and when I tell you, they gave that man no lines. Like, he had nothing. Like, I think he had like the part where he lifts up his shirt, but I was just like, where's the singing? Where's the singing? I want to see him sing. I want to see him do something. He's in my lineup, but yeah, he's definitely making the final lineup. So I was just, you know, I'll keep an eye out for him, but I definitely want to see what he can do in terms of you know, performance. Okay, next, this is another one of my biases. Group G, Jung Hao. He's a 2000s baby. Okay, twin. He's from Yuha Entertainment, right? I think that's how you say it, Yuha. So I remember a bunch of the Yuha members are insane. The Korean Yuha trainees and the global Yuha trainees, they're really good. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not surprised if a bunch of them make the debuting team. His first audition was NCT 127's Kick It, and he did the high note, and I was like, okay, Haechan, okay, I love him. Also, Jung Hao just brings this energy. Like, he's just good. Jung Hao performed Kill This Love with Matthew and Kada. I really think Jung Hao is like an all-rounder. He is an insane performer. I think if he debuts, he is going to be a main vocalist. Like, he is insane, like dancing, singing, personality. I think he ended up 8th or 9th in the 5th episode, but no, I think it was 8th or 7th or 8th. I'm not sure, but I really do like him for this group, and I really hope he debuts. This one's a kind of an iffy. Like, I'm not sure if I completely like him. I'm not sure if he just hasn't had enough screen time. He probably has had enough screen time, but I just want to see more of him. Kim Tae-rae, he's under Wake One. First of all, his audition already. He auditioned with The Real by ATEEZ. yeah, I already love you. I already love you. Audition with the ATs? You're a homie. Like, I love you. So he also was in the same group as Kim Ji-woon, and he performed Stray Kids Backdoor. Tae-rae also has main vocalist energy. Like, he is an insane vocalist. He also has this energy. He's pretty. Like, he is pretty. He also has this energy to him. Like, he meshes well with everybody, and he's extremely kind. Like, everything I've seen of him so far, I have liked. He did the high note in his audition for The Real by ATEEZ, which is why I was like, let me keep my eye out for you. This one is another favorite of mine. He is from the G group. You will notice that a lot of my favorites are from the G group. So Haruto from the G group. I think we all know Haruto because of his like online persona that he already has. But he is from Wake One Entertainment, which is the same entertainment as Tere. He is from Japan. He is born in 2004. And based on my lineup, he would be the mnet. If my exact lineup debuts, Haruto would be the mnet. He auditioned with NCT Dream's Glitch Mode. I think that one thing that does stand out, other than his rap, is his personality. The camera just gravitates towards him. Also, he is an insane rapper. I don't know if you guys saw his rap. He performed in the second round. He performed EXO's Love Me Right.
Shut it on my party to the sundown. 지금 이 11월 느낌은 뭘까? 와줘 내게로 also before the sunrise. 네가 없는 어디 가도 nobody.
And he did the rap, and oh my god. He just has like, I don't even know, I think PH1 says it better than me, but he just has this like, he is just good. He knows what he's doing. He could be an insane rapper for this group. And I was just like, he ranked 16, which is like not debuting, but it's really good. He's in the teens. Next is our shining center. He's gonna be number one. I'm not surprised if he is number one until the show ends. Sung Han Bin, and he has ranked first since the show started. Like, nobody knew a thing about this group, and he was ranked number one. Like, that's how insane his power is. I don't really remember his audition, but he auditioned with Beautiful Beautiful by ONF. He performed with the Love Me Right group, the K group. I've seen some of his like pre-debut stuff of him dancing, and oh my god, I love him. To reiterate, like, his friendship with Matthew is extremely cute. So he is most definitely debuting, and I'm not surprised if he becomes the center or if he's like number one for the entire eternity of the show. Moving on, another one of my biases, Keita from the G group. He is already in a group right now. He is in Cypher. PH1 loves Keita, like loves Keita. He auditioned the first round with Osaka's Conduct Zero, and I think his rap was insane. Insane. He performed on the Kill This Love team with Matthew and Jung Hao in the second round, which is why everybody was like, oh, this team is killer, because you have Matthew, you have Keita, and you have Jung Hao on the same team. Nobody is surviving. Last one on my list. I know I've said 8 people and there are supposed to be 9 people debuting. I'm just unsure who else to add. So this is the last person for now. And then I'll get into my potentials. Is Kim Gyu-min, which is someone I didn't think I would add, but my friend who I watch it with, kind of pointed him out to me, and I was just like, oh, okay, I see him, and then I added him to my list. His ranking is also really high right now. So he is born in 2004. So him and Haruto would be like the babies of the group. He's under Yuhua Entertainment. He auditioned with Kick It by NCT 127. And he also performed in the Love Me Right K group. So he performed with Han Bin. I feel like all the screen time I've gotten of Gyuvin is his personality, which I love. I think he like meshes well with everybody he's with. So those are my top 8, right? I don't have a 9th person, but those are my top 8. And now I'm gonna get into my potentials. These are people who I'm like keeping an eye out for. First is G Group's Jay. So Jay is from America, and he auditioned with Crush's Rush Hour, which was insane. His voice is insane. And during the second round, he performed Love Me Right with the G Group. So he performed with Haruto. I just love his singing style. He ended up ranking 9th, which is insane. Well, I'm so happy for him. K Group's Cha Woongi. Woongi, he was originally in TO1, and he left TO1. In Boys Planet, he's extremely funny. I think he has like sass, this energy. He just gives it to me. During the second round, he performed Aju Nice, 17's Aju Nice, and he wore like a little beret. He ate. And then like he did a dance battle with Keita. And I love Keita. Oh my god, I love Keita. But Woongi ate him bad. Like, bad. I think in general, he needs more camera time. Like, he had made it through the elimination. I think he was ranked in the 20s. I'm not sure. Next, Ricky. Ricky from the G group. Ricky is someone who got hella popular online, especially TikTok. Ricky is from China, and I really did not know what he does. I think he auditioned, I don't even know what he auditioned with, but I think during the second round he did Stray Kids Backdoor. And when he did Stray Kids Backdoor, he did the killing part. He had the main part, right? And I was like, in my head, I am so sure he was a rapper. And then he proceeds to sing Stray Kids Backdoor and he's singing. And I was just like, I thought he would be a rapper. But his energy, like his stage presence is insane. I think I would love to see him sing more, but his dancing is really good. His stage presence is really good. Next is Not Camden. Not Camden auditioned with Jay. He's also from America. I am just keeping an eye out for him. So when he auditioned Crush's Rush Hour with Jay, they only put Jay's verse in it. And I was just like, why? Because Camden wrote his own rap for the whole song, for the whole audition. And I was like, this is so good. Like, I want him to debut so bad. He also performed Stray Kids Backdoor with Ricky. And that is my top 9 of my possibilities. So I hope you guys liked it. Also, I'm very glad to be like talking about Boys Planet. I'll see you guys next time and stay tuned for more. And thank you so much for watching to the end. And yes, see you next time.